Hey everybody, this is Tim Daniel, and this is my buddy Ryan Duarte.
Hello.
Ryan Duarte is an inventor, and his main mission in life is to
Reduce skin cancer in children and help people never get a sunburn again, never get skin damage again.
Yeah, so Ryan and I met, we were networking in Missoula, and we just became really good friends. And one of the things, I just wanted to bring Ryan to you guys because he's a great problem solver, and he's super creative, and he's super enthusiastic. So Ryan, like, what's the secret to your enthusiasm and your just wanting to solve this problem of skin cancer?
I think it's really finding a problem that has
is that too bright?
An under-known problem.
Okay.
That has a lot of people that it's affecting. For instance, sunburn. It doubles your chance of getting melanoma. 40 to 50% of people who live to 65 will get skin cancer. But nobody really knows about sunburn causing skin cancer and sunburn increasing your chance of dying and decreasing your quality of life. So I figured that's something worthwhile to innovate on and to bring people around me who can find the solution.
Cool. We'll just keep walking.
Yeah.
It's a sunny day. So what would you say is the sun factor right now?
Well, I know yesterday it got up to an 11, and I know just a little while ago my phone let me know that it was at a 4, and so this is on a scale from 1 to 11. So yesterday the sun was having a big storm, and the intensity pegged all the way over to 11. And a lot of kids that were, on the football team or on the basketball team, out swimming on the swim team, they're unable to put on the sunscreen because their coaches were holding them captive and were telling them they had to do this thing for 4 hours in the sun. And so I'm teaming up with schools and trying to help hospitals and different people to create an app so that it'll let the kids or the coach know when it's time to change behavior and put on the sunscreen or get those kids into just a more shady spot.
So how does it work?
It works where, let's say you're a superintendent of a school. We build your school district a set of apps, and we help those kids learn coding. And each one of those schools, a different thing is important to them. Like, for instance, the high school with the football team might be more interested in making a football themed app, where the grade school who's really into ecology and sustainability might be more interested in putting little furry animals, and the kids might be interested in doing some photography and deciding and voting which photos should get on their school app. And the app also alerts the parents and the kids when it's time to change behavior so they don't get skin cancer. But more than that, it gives the kids access to the school calendar. It gives the alumni access to what's going on at the school. And it gives all the staff access to information like, hey, it's a snow day here in Montana, or the intensity of the sun's at an 11. We all have to be extra careful today here in Montana. Also, if you're a hospital, a director of marketing at a hospital, or just on the board of a hospital, and you want your hospital to give away an app that's branded, and your hospital gives away the app, then all your patients and potential patients will just not get sunburn anymore because their phone lets them know, hey, it's time for me to change behavior.
Well, let's shift gears a little bit. Your app is amazing, and I think it's starting to really work. I think people, I notice when I get alerts, it's just nice to have that awareness of, hey, the sun's strong right now. Just a little message like that, like, it can carry throughout the whole day. So I start telling my kids, wear sunblock. It's just that easy. But I wanted to talk to you about just your creative process, your problem-solving process. Like, how did you come to this place of solving this problem of skin cancer? Like, what was your process of doing that?
Oh yeah, I love to use my imagination, and so what I do is I'll imagine myself into a zone that's 10 years from now, where it's a best-case scenario, where people don't get sunburn anymore, people don't get skin cancer anymore because of technology. And then I start to think, how would that best case scenario technology feel and look. I literally imagine myself into a reality where everything is changed and everything is best case scenario, and then I feel around and I use that technology in my imagination, and then I start taking steps towards making that reality come true. And I start bringing the people around me who just love to do that thing for their passion and their fun. Like my co-founder, and yeah, he just does coding. He's probably the best coder in Missoula, and he knows how to just bring solutions that I have to code, and then we do an iteration process. It's real fun.
So you actually go through a mental visioning process where you actually kind of look into, you set up a future reality that you want, and then that comes to fruition. How does it work?
Yeah, it works through this mastermind roundtable. I imagine myself at a round table with people that I select and I invite to come and sit down at this table. I ask God to provide a table and chairs and to supervise our meeting, and then I ask these people questions about best case scenario, and we all discuss what kind of best case scenario would benefit everybody to the fullest. And then from there, I spent time living in that reality. I spent time in my imagination, living, like feeling all of the textures and layering textures of sight and sound and feel into this reality until it's very apparent that in this new best case scenario reality, this is how things work and this is how things look, and it's just way better.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
So what can you tell somebody watching this video right now if they have an idea or they want to get an idea, if they want to get into software development, they want to create an app, but they don't know where to even start? What would you tell them right now?
I'd say that the most important part is that you spend time in your imagination first, feeling what it's like to have that best case scenario play out, and make sure it's worthwhile, make sure it is what you expect it to be before you take any action whatsoever. And then use your faith in that time that you just spent, and expect that those people who will make that reality come true will in fact pop into your reality, and respect the people that do pop into your reality as if they were given to you specifically from God as geniuses in this subject, and they will live up to your expectations. Each person will live up to your expectations, so don't set really low expectations for everyone you meet. Instead, set the highest level of expectation that they're there specifically to make that reality come to pass, and make sure whatever you're manifesting really is worth your time and effort, and it really is a fun best case scenario, and that you're not manifesting a cycle that you've been in over and over.
Yeah, or something that you really don't have your heart into it. You're doing it maybe for the wrong reasons. You're maybe doing it to show that you're somehow capable, or that you're trying to get honor and prestige, or you're just doing it simply for the money, which short term could be an influence, but long term, I know you can get burned out and just get disillusioned and not have your heart filled if it's just for more shallow reasons. So what are the reasons that you're pursuing conquering skin cancer? Like, that's a huge goal, and it's very impressive. So how are you fitting that into your vision?
Well, part of my philosophy is that I'm going to have to answer for every idle word, and that I'm going to have to give an account of my life. And so making an impact and a difference in the way kids think is the obvious win for me. My wife spent 14 years developing her education so that she could teach kids and give them information, and I know how big of a deal it is to get to give any information to a kid and have them change their life behavior because of it. And so I think that changing behavior in kids, for me, is the only real worthwhile thing for me to do, because the adults have already taken on the sun damage. They already have it in their mind that it's okay to get 3, 4, 5 sunburns a year, and they're just teaching their kids the same thing. And so, to answer your question, you just always focus on the absolute highest and best use of your time. Everything else will fall into place, I believe.
Cool. What? Hey Ryan, thanks for hanging out with me and the audience here. If you guys have any questions for Ryan with his visualization technique, or if you want to know more about, let's give him the name of your app. Actually, what is the name of your app?
It's Solar Screen, all one word, Solar Screen.
Great. And you can download that on the iTunes store or the App Store, and then you can also go to the Google Play and find it there. Yeah, if you guys have any questions for Ryan, if you want to leave some comments, some feedback, that'd be amazing. And also, I'd love it if you could go to my website, timdaniel.com, check it out, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.
I encourage you to subscribe to Tim's channel.